to walk. I'm running a little late. I forgot that my studio area was made into a parlor over the weekend. So I had to put it back together, but I'm coming. Listen to the music. See, on my treadmill. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Yes, I'm walking. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Yes, I'm walking. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed. Great Law isn't, y'all. You know, I was told, no worries. I put everything back the way you had it.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
And I forgot. But apparently I trusted and believed. And of course, when I got down here, so y'all gonna have to give me a little second with the cameras and stuff. Whew, showing this old big forehead. Oh, so that's what I was down here running around doing. Plugging in stuff. Oh, y'all go ahead. I gotta talk to y'all. My fresh air, I forgot to open my window. Oh, I am so sorry. Raw hasn't come up yet. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry that okay, there's my light. See? Now I take responsibility because I knew I should have come down early. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all said, this how she gonna start Monday? No, I was upstairs on my bike. That's how I started Monday. I just came down here and seen this and know now. I'll tell you. When you reach this age, energy is a very important thing. Energy. Yep, energy is a pretty big thing at this age. I don't waste my energy. Whew. Ah. We're almost there. We're close enough. Oh boy. So, let me do a little adjustment. I had to edit the podcast last night, do my steam, because roller skating is today. So I had to steam last night. And I didn't remember to come down here and check to see if everything was everything. So now, since I don't know what's going on, let me do. I tell you, Grapevine isn't. I was cold until I came down here and didn't stop moving. Well, not cold, but cool. I turned off the heat so the boiler won't come on. Okay. Whew. Oh, ancestors, I am so sorry. When we do our break, I have to do the roll call for the ancestors. So I think when I do a break, they throw commercials in, especially during this time of year. Whew. But I gotta call it. Yes. So, we may run a little extra. Me putting back the studio. And everything. Hey. Yes. Kwanzaa's coming. Yes, indeed. I'm so grateful. I'm sure it's Dr. Karenga. Carter Wilson. Black History. I believe Dr. Karenga. Kwanzaa. Excellent more. Grateful that he put this in place because when I find out the reason why, another one of the reasons why it's so easy for men to kill women is this holiday. Because men are wired differently. You see, women sit in church and say, oh, Mary had a God, and a God made her pregnant. A God came into her, and she was pregnant. And then Joseph. So in my head always, because I was taught that one of the things, by my Southern Baptist grandmother, one of the things is you don't cheat on your husband. It was almost stated that if a man kills a woman for cheating, then it's okay, because she's not supposed to do that. Living with my mother in New York, I've seen a lot of women get dragged down the street, beat, punched out, everything for cheating. And in my head, I couldn't understand why they was doing that. But as I got older and looked at this holiday, I said, wait a minute here now. I was in my early 20s. I said, wait a minute here now. I couldn't say that to nobody. When it came to me, I had to take it, gulp it, and swallow it. Whew! Wasn't going to say that out in the open. But I am now. I'm closer to the exit ramp. So, I said, wait a minute. She slept with a man and had a baby, and her husband was laying right there next to her. Women have gotten killed for that. And everybody said to me, what I did venture to put it out there, besides being told I'm so stupid and so dumb, I was told no. It was God. So I said to myself, so if a woman is married and she sleeps with a man, he's a God? And they said, no, stupid. Because I'm getting in my sexuality and I'm understanding what this is all about. I just had a child. So I'm putting stuff together. No, stupid. He was a God. Now, when I was little, and my family came from that Baptist cult, but from Virginia. And during the holidays, I would start off loving because of the gifts and wind up hating because of the fights, the arguments. When I was a child with my mother, that was the holidays and Christmas. When I was with my grandmother down south, it was cousins fighting and carrying on. Hated to know that Christmas was coming. When I was an adult, the stress of being a single parent that during this time had to give out between 10 to 20 gifts. So that's another reason why I lost nieces, nephews, and sisters and stuff. Because I really, at that time, working and taking care of myself, I didn't have that Christmas gift money. So I was never a favorite aunt. I could take you to the library, I'd take you to the beach, I'd take you to the zoo, I'd teach you how to swim. But I didn't pick out those gifts at Christmas. So that put me at the bottom right there. So I've never enjoyed it. Then as I got older and got into true crime, I started looking at how many women are killed during the Christmas holiday. And I said, oh, Moore, are you the only one putting this together? In men's head, it's not the difference. They said, oh, yeah, Mary, she's innocent. No, they're not. No, they're not. Their brains are wired differently. They all about fucking. Okay? So they don't look at it the same as how women are looking at it. Oh, the guy came down and raped her. We're not even saying rape. Because I can't see why she would want to be with him if she got her husband laying next to her. I'm just an adult. I'm talking like this. I'm not that celestial plane type thing. I'm just an old Moore. So, I didn't like the holidays. Boyfriend, girlfriend fighting. I mean, and as I got in my 60s, well, really 58, when I finally broke free of the cult, but really just digging myself out, I realized that that's in place to do. So it helped me stop wondering why there's domestic violence and why women getting killed and stuff like that. There's a book that's right away says the reason why. I know I was taught this, that everything was cool in the Garden of Eden. I guess nobody was fucking. And then the snake, that's a big joke. Then the snake came and got Eve. We know what the snake is now. Freud should have put that together. How about putting Adam raped Eve? Oh, can't say that. No. You can't say Adam raped Eve. It was Eve's fault. The snake. The snake. Men must laugh when they get to that part. I can see the pastors and the cult members, with the cult leaders and everything, sitting in the back office jerking off to that one. The snake got Eve. It's like those adult jokes, or as they say, the jokes that nobody gets, goes over to everybody's head, or the sexual innuendo that goes over everybody's head. So I questioned what the snake was. As I got older, my 50s and 60s, I said, that's a penis. You're blaming Eve for being raped by Adam? But then I look at now, women are blamed when men rape them. Remember? Your skirt too short. You were showing too much breastises. You looked to the left when you should have looked to the right, so that made him horny. Oh, they call it victim blaming. Victim blaming. So Eve was victim blamed. The snake, the snake got a hold of her. And then a God. So I remember wondering, they said, well, Jesus ain't a bastard, that's what I am. And they said, no, not a bastard like you, because his father was a God. I said, but his father wasn't Joseph, who Mary was married to. You taught me that makes him a bastard. They said, no, you just a bastard. You just a bastard. I said, okay. So no, I used to push through and put on a good face, and it's a lot of work. I don't have the energy no more. That's what it is. They say, oh, people get old, and you have to tell the truth. You don't have enough energy to keep the rose-colored glasses on. It takes a lot of energy to keep them blinders up. A lot of energy. And you reach an age, you ain't got that energy. We're going to take a break. But I got to do a roll call. Remind me to tell y'all about the African burial ground here in New York City. We got here this morning with us Wes Bradley, Delia Garlic, Sarah Goodard, William Colbert, Amy Chapman, Sarah Ford, Sam Kilgood. Did I see William Colbert twice? Charlie Williams, Betty Simmons, Tippi Hedren Durham, W.L. Bost, Laura Clark, Martha Spence, Sarah Douglas, Lindy Jordan, George Young, Emma Howard. Yes. That's the ancestor from, and we're going to be listening to this during the Kwanzaa holiday from Remembering Slavery. I just Xeroxed their image. I used to do a lot of, they used to come for the holidays all the time when I lived in Greenwich. I didn't find Remembering Slavery in Westchester County Library System. That whole system it's put in place not to remember that. This is why when that Hatfield and McCoy politician, it doesn't matter, Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. The Hatfields and McCoys. You're we're so busy looking at the fighting that we don't see that they're united. They're Hatfields and McCoys. They want the money, they want the fighting, they want the fucking, they want all that low-level stuff. That's what they like. The little kids, the little boys, the little girls. Then when they get older and they're sex workers because you done raped them, then you go after them, you want them in jail, you want them in, and then if they have a different lifestyle because you interfered with whatever lifestyle they was going to have, then you want to kill them, you want to shoot them. That's Hatfield and McCoy bullshit. All the lies. And like I told you, here's the Islam. Hatfields and McCoy. Only the virgins can get married to the good men. But then your father raper, the uncle raper, the cousin raper, everything. And then they said, oh, you're ruined. You're spoiled. Nobody wants you. That's Hatfield and McCoy dumb shit. She ain't fucked herself. But that's the Islamic. That's why the Moors was broken down by Catholicism and Islam. They threw the Hebrew in for extra measure. Okay? That's how you break down and conquer a people. I saw it with Germany. When they went in there and they said all the allies, all the allies that got the Moors, allies, minus the Arabs. When they broke down Germany, the first thing they did is the religion. They took all the people who said they wanted to be Jewish. Again, that's some more history, but they done wrote that out. And anti-Semitic used to be half white, half black. Oh, half white, half black. Oh. But now they took the meaning. And so I had to ask, how could anti-Semitic be half white, half black? Going back to the Moors, y'all. Going back to the Moors. but they have erased that. But you can't really erase history. History is always in blood. So, if you go back to last Kwanzaa, I told y'all how I went down to the African burial ground. All the work I did with Howard University and going to New York Historical Society, dealing with Washington's, we're dealing with the GSA at 26 Federal Plaza. And just pushing through. And everybody kept saying, why are you here? Why do you care? And I couldn't explain it then. I said, I do. And why are them bones still at Howard University? It's been well over a year, probably about 2 or 3 years then. Maybe not that long. Why are they still there? Well, GSA is supposed to pay, and then paid, I forgot the guy's name from Howard University. Dr. Wilson from the African burial ground said, and then GSA won't give the money, and just a lot. And that's when me, my daughter, Matthew, and CJ, I made up all these flyers, and I put the African remains, because there was a picture of the doctor from Howard University with the African remains in boxes. So I made copies of them, and then on the front, I was like, they gotta get back in. Or as the ladies from the African burial ground, the one that called me stupid because I didn't say enslavement. She said, re-interned. I was like, okay, re-interned. And they couldn't understand. And then I did a flyer where I said, I'm doing a program. I'm pouring libation. I had everything written out. And that's when I used the word slavery. And she said, enslavement. Don't be so stupid. Enslavement. And she said, how you think you're going to do a ceremony for the African burial ground? Like, who are you? And I didn't know then what I know now. Now I can say I'm an old Moor. Then I would have said I'm a Moor. That is my business. So, I had the thought the other day, I said, you know what? How you totally break down a conquered people. Like in Germany, you throw religions. Like you took all of them out. Now they're in the promised land Jews. They just divided the Germans to make sure that they never try again to make a war. So you can see clearly there, they threw religion in, divided the people. Half went to the promised land, and the other half stayed in Germany. But they will never be able to come back together to do World War I or II again. That's how you break down a conquered people. Whoa! Then over the years, me just reading about how ruling families or parties or dynasties or whatever are ruled, and how they break them down. And when they break them down, they always do it through the cults. So the Moors that are Islamic hate everybody. And they will always want to be Islamic because that's the religion for men. That's a man's religion right there. You can You can screw little girls. You can screw old women. You can have women sucking your toes, doing everything for you. And all you got to tell them is God wanted. And as long as men are able to screw freely and at will, they want that to never stop. I often wonder when I see Islamic women all covered up from head to toe, I said, I wonder if they're beaten underneath there. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see the damage that a man does. But getting back to Moors, that's how we were broken down. Another one, like I said, was under the Pope. And then George with his not what Protestant crap. Anyway. So that's how you separated people. So the Moors will never get back to be great. I know from just Muslims or Islamic law. Listen, no more, no African, because remember, my ex, that's what he is. He's Muslim. He loved that power over women and the freedom to screw anything he wants to. He loved it. Man's in power. So, no, men are never going to stop being in. You die, you get 7 virgins. You could marry a 6-year-old and then marry the children she have. Please, no more gonna give that up. Especially when you don't know. They wipe the blood. They wipe the history from but it's in the blood. And if they don't tap into it and see, Malcolm did. But you see, when he tapped into it, found out about it, he was dead. Okay, now. Ooh. So, thanks, Dr. Karinda, for Kwanzaa. And I can give my ancestors not closeted no more, not by myself. I can share how I spent my holidays with my family, my ancestors. And while y'all was calling for that blonde-haired, blue-eyed person, I was calling for my ancestors, and they always heard me, and they always answered. And when my body and energy separates, when my family calls me, my energy will be there for them. Just like my ancestors' energy was there for me. And I had to do that undercover. Ooh. Neither up or down. Remember, like, you're pumping a tire? Squeeze your gut. Right? Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. I just like this. Right? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good luck. Oh, tuck it down, go. Now up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good luck. Oh, Oh, I have my juice on the other side. Hey, thanks for coming on a walk and sharing the revelation that this old Moore is finding out more and more. It's always been there. But all the studying, remember I built African American theme park. I had to do a lot of studying. And at that time, I saw this history and the story, my history and story. That's what I kept saying, our history. And Moors in our history. And as I said, when the people was captured and divided, they were divided by religion. The Arabs, you think the Arabs and the pre-Pope and stuff is at odds. No, they're not. They use that to divide and conquer. The Moors were broken down into the Pope Christians, which is us here, and the other was thrown into Islam. And right now, with all that free fucking in Islam, I can't imagine why any more would want to give that up. I think that's what got my father. My father said Moors are not so perverse. They're not perverse like that. Oh. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.